So from the knee we're gonna have this fabric here. We are going to have a zip at the center back, and then I want the dot to be toward the side. Yoke. Okay, let me put this. This is going to be the yoke in front. Okay, same at the back. Determine it can be the same as the front to match. Just put your pattern close to each other like this, and trace the line just before the armhole. Okay, so this is for the back. So we have the I need to put the annotation. Yeah, I'll cut this on fold. Yes, this is the correct direction. Actually, let me put the direction because we having different panels, so it's good to put the direction. It's basically parallel to the center back, okay, or center front. Donc je marque les indications pour couper sur le patron. Okay, so this is going to be parallel to the selvage. The selvage is the part of the fabric that doesn't undo. It's like there's a glue in. So we're going to cut this pattern parallel to that line over here. Okay, so let's cut the sleeve. I put here a piece of fabric, the lace, 2 layers. Okay, the end of the fabric has a M. Okay, so we won't have any M at the end of the sleeve. Okay, so all I have to do is to position my pattern well, put the pins and cut. So let me do it. So the pattern is ready. Okay, both sleeves are ready, so I'm just gonna put them aside. This is ready for sewing. I'll put the pins at the end for each of the sleeve. Okay, we have 2 sleeves here. Right now I want to cut the yoke off the front and off the back. Okay, I'm trying to get the best position from the sleeve. Okay, because I don't have much fabric, so I want my best for this specific yoke to fit. So I'll consider 4 centimeters, okay, for seam allowances at the center back. I'll put my pattern, okay, and put the pins in. Prepare also the front based on the piece of fabric that I have. I need to fold it onto 2 and put the pattern, okay. I'm trying to use my fabric as efficient as possible, okay. So you can have the center front on the fold, okay. The lower layer has less fabric than the top, okay, so I'm trying to position it well. And now this is fine. I'm putting the pins and I'll cut. I'm using the marker to place my sewing allowances. It's gonna be 1 centimeter all around. Let me adjust the neck, okay. This neck is quite small, I think. I'm gonna make it a bit wider, okay, so the shoulder is gonna be a bit small. So I'm cutting. So our yoke is ready. I'm going to replicate the same neck, okay, the neck width at the back as well, okay, because they have to match. Remember, when we sew on the shoulder, so the shoulder value has to be the same, okay. So now I'm placing the lining on top of the table, and now I'm trying to evaluate what is the value, okay. Hip divided by 4 is let's say less than 70, okay. So I'm going to use that 70 centimeter for those 2 layers, okay. 70 centimeter times 2, top layer, second layer, and then third and fourth layer for the main fabric, okay. Try to use the fabric as efficient as possible, okay. Just using your value, the biggest value of your pattern, okay. So the biggest value is the hip for the specific size, but it might be the bust, it might be the waist, it depends, okay. So I'm trying to put the pattern of the skirt on top of the fabric, okay. I have here 2 layers of main fabric and 2 layers of lining, okay. I don't need to worry about the dart, okay. The dart for the bodice is not matching the dart of the skirt, okay, but no worries. All you need to do is to position well. As long as the width are the same at the waistline, then it's fine. We're just gonna reduce or increase the dart, okay. So now I'm trying to position well. I have the fold just at the center front. You can see I need to have a good fold there, and yeah, I'll place it, and once that is achieved, then I'll put the pins to stabilize my patterns onto the fabric, okay. You might use some weight or other heavy tool for the pattern not to move on top of the fabric, okay. So after pinning, I'm going to cut all around, okay. Sewing allowances at the end of the skirt is 4 centimeters, but on the left and the right is gonna be 2 and 2, okay. 2 center back, 2 side, 2 center front. No, we don't have any any seam at the center front, remember, so it's only the side of the front. Okay, and at the chest we have straight line, okay, for the yoke to get inserted. So I'm cutting all around, and yeah, center back is ready. Let me do the center front. I need to consider the dot as well. I've closed the waist dot, okay, that is going toward the side dot, so that dot value is going on the side. And for my front skirt pattern as well, I've closed the dot, okay, just to give it a bit of aesthetic. Okay, I don't like putting dots in the front. Okay, at the back definitely you need that when you use a non-stretchy fabric. So here are my different panels. Okay, we have the yoke matching with the dress, the other dress part, front and back. So all you have to do now is to place the dot value onto the fabric to be ready to get onto the sewing machine. Okay, so all I have to do is to pull up my pattern and do it. I'm just trying to shift the dots, okay, aligning it with the skirt. Okay, front, bodice and skirt. So I'm taking my chalk. I'm just going to place the chalk using some marking. Okay, the beginning of the dot, the middle of the dot, and the top of the dot. Okay, our dots here is like 2 triangles. Okay, so I use my ruler and my chalk to trace it well onto the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, put the markings on the wrong side. Okay, so here are the different panels that I cut. I just sewed the lace onto the lower part of the back. Okay, you can see it, and I've just also aligned it with the yoke. Okay, nothing is sewed. All I did, I sewed the dot. Okay, dot front and dot back. And right now we are going to join the yoke to the front and to the back. Okay, so you can see the dot. Okay, lining and lining, left, right, back. Okay, and yeah, I'm putting the panels together. Okay, back together, front together. This is the yoke of the back. Okay, I'll put them together. So here's the front. Okay, I've sewn the side dots. Okay, lining and main fabric. I'm just trying to cut some small pieces of thread. This is the decoration that I'll do at the end. Okay, at the very end, I'm just gonna make some zigzag stitches, or you can actually put the decoration with the hand needle. Okay, so this is the sleeve that I've joined at 1 centimeter each. Okay, side. Okay, that are ready to get joined with the dress, the main dress. Let's join the yoke with the front. Okay, all you need to do, place it, yoke right side touches right side, okay, together with the front, and then we're gonna sandwich stitch it with the lining around the chest line. Okay, so right side touches right side. That's the rule. I'm putting some pins, okay, and I'm also stretching a bit the lace, the yoke, because it's a bit stretchy. Okay, you need to pull it a bit. So once you get sewn, this is what we are going to obtain. For the back, we do the same, left and right for the back. Okay, I'm putting the bodice wrong side Okay, right side touches right side and sandwich stitching with the other panels of the lining inside. Okay, so I'm putting pins at the chest line of the back. Okay, this is one side of the back that I'm doing. I'll do the same with the other panel of the back. Okay, you can see here's the back. I'm going to sew all at the chest line for the front and of the back. So let's get onto the sewing machine. Straight line, and straight line, and that's it. Always back stitch at the beginning and at the end of each line when you sew onto the machine. Okay, so it's ready. All I'm going to do now is to overlock, turning and overlocking the side. Okay, the side, the center, back, left and right. This is to prepare for attaching the zip. Okay, so I'm overlocking, and one other thing is that at the end of the skirt, the knee length, okay, I just make it hem. Overlocking over there. So overlocking is done. You can see we have overlock at the center, back, at the side. Okay, same for the front. We have overlocking at the left and right of the front. Now we need to join the zip. Okay, zip first before we join front to back. Okay, the line are attached. Okay, so to join the zip, we first going to put a straight line, okay, at the center back till the mid hip line. Okay, the zip will end just below, just at the middle of the hip. Okay, so I'm placing those two panels of the back together onto the wrong side. Right side touches right side. Okay, I'm going to sew from the knee going upwards till the mid hip line. Okay, and the zip is gonna just be on the center back. Okay, remember your seam allowances. Mine was 4, so I'm sewing it at the center back, and I'll stop somewhere for the zip to get inserted. I'm removing the pins as I'm moving around. Back stitch, tick tack, tick tack. Okay, now let's get off. Small cut. Right now my seam is done. All I need to do is to fix the zip. I'm going to change my footer using the hidden zip, okay, to close as nearest as possible to the zip. Okay, so I'm sewing the first side and I'll turn and sew on the other side through the center back. Okay, and just before the end of the zip, I'm just gonna fold the edges of the zip, okay, just to hide it so that it looks cleaner. So let me do the other side as well. Don't be shy, you can put pins as much as you need. Okay, it prevents you to actually unstitch. I lost the thread just a few minutes ago, so I'll continue. Okay, sewing as near as possible to the zip. Okay, this is a straight line. I'm just going down, down, down till I meet the end. Okay, back stitch, and voila, our zip is fixed. All you need to do now is to remove the small piece of thread, okay, and then put right side touches right side. Okay, I'm going to turn. Here's the right side of the back. Okay, you can see the zip is nicely placed. I'm going to lay on top the front, okay, and I'll put the pins all around the sides, okay, to join the front and the back. Remember, when you sew, try to attach lining to each panel first, front with front, back with back, and then at the end you can join them through the side, either by hiding the seam, okay, or by doing the overlocking. This is one method that I'm doing the overlocking, but other method actually hides everything. Okay, you can only see the seam inside, but this method is different one that is also neat. I'm trying to position the side correctly, not to have bubbles around when I sew. Okay, so now I'm ready to join the sleeve onto the armhole, left and right. When attaching the sleeve, try to match the top of the sleeve with the shoulder line, okay, and the other bottom of the sleeve with the armpit point, okay. And if the value is bigger, then you can actually arrange it all around from the tip of the sleeve, okay. So I'm sewing, and yeah, I think this is completed.